Ciao, I'm Marco Venturelli. I'm the Chief Creative Officer of Publicis Groupe in France, and this year I was lucky enough to be the President of Outdoor categories here in Cannes. It was a great experience, a very nice jury. The first thing I would like to tell you is that the overall level of work is outstanding. I was already in the jury in Outdoor, I think 3 years ago, and I'm very surprised 3 years after how the quality went up on all the entries. So we had kind of a nice problem, too many good work to choose from. I really want to say that everyone that got even a shortlist need to be really proud this year because the level is amazing, the craft of the case is amazing, and the ideas are great. One of the interesting trends is that we can see that there are big brands that are back betting on creativity. To quote one, of course, there was a red invasion. Coca-Cola is back, is putting money, is making creativity shine again. And not only. The other big trend is that we are not seeing anymore purpose for the purpose sake. All the purpose work is a purpose applied to what the actually brand is doing, to their business. And so, in a way, as I said previously, selling is cool again. And that's very good because, in a way, we need both things. Brand needs to be able to keep selling, keep reinventing themselves and do it in a responsible way, but focusing more on their business than trying to tackle issues that are out of what they represent in the world. We have 2 Grand Prix. From day one, I insisted to my jury guys, we will have 2 Grand Prix because I think that we have a responsibility as a jury, and on one side we have the responsibility to protect and defend the oldest mean of communication, which is outdoor, that is could become a dying art in a world of video content, hyper technological thing. Instead, being able still with a beautifully crafted image and a beautifully crafted line to stop people and make them love something is still something that we need to nourish and protect. And of course, we need to look for the future. And so the 2 Grand Prix represent a bit that. In the specific, we have the campaign for Magnum. It's a very nice campaign to sell ice cream in a best beautiful way with a very strong insight. And for the forward-thinking, non-traditional, we have the Pedigree campaign, which is turning every single outdoor ad of Pedigree into a place where you can adopt the dog from a shelter. Why? That's perfect because in a way is still the art of the mission of the brand, having more and more people having dogs to feed with their product, but at the same time doing it in a responsible way, meaning helping finding a new home for dogs, which has been Pedigree mission forever. So these are the 2 Grand Prix, and I think we are really proud. There are outstanding gold and some very charming idea there that I invite you to discover. Latin advertising is outstanding as always. We have a beautiful campaign from Brazil. There is a very nice campaign for Corona that I think was from Mexico. The level of Latin advertising is amazing. Of course, one of the 2 Grand Prix is Latin because I think it's Lola Madrid, so it's 100% Latin. Latin advertising has never been healthier. So, and you had the Consul campaign that is probably one of my favorite pure idea of the year. French advertising in general is a very good moment. Last year we ranked, I think, number 4, and the quality of our work is pretty high. This year I'm a bit more on the fence. I want to wait to see the overall result. In my category, outdoor, we didn't have outstanding pieces of work. We're normally used to have a much better performance. I think that we end up with few bronzes. But I think the French advertising gives its best in other categories, even because we are France is one of the countries that is more heavily regulated on outdoor, so our margin of movement are smaller, but not too bad. Let's see the rest. I think overall it's going to be a good Cannes, but last year was better. Advertising is definitely going back where it's supposed to be, selling things and creating value. Creativity is going back to what it really should do, finding innovative way to do the former. And I think we are just starting to touch the potential of new technology. Again, the example of pedigree is a very good example on we are all worried about AI replacing us. I think that we are more and more seeing that AI technology is not actually going to replace us, but actually will give us the opportunity to do things that before we simply could not do. Pedigree is a very good example. If you go through the list of the winner, there are basically almost no campaign that have just a AI-generated image that could have been done in other ways, but there are campaigns that use technology to do things that before were impossible to be even imagined.